Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. I am back. I'm so sorry last week. I did not feel well at all starting on Tuesday, and so I apologize that we needed to play a rerun last week, but I am back and so happy to be with you today. I missed you. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. I have a really cool video to show you later on during this session, but we'll do our exercises first. We'll get the hard part out of the way. Today's topic, vacations. Everybody say vacations. Ready? Vacations. Really get the word in front of you, okay? Vacations. One more time. Vacations. And like we do on all these sessions, let's smile with intent. We've got to practice smiling with Parkinson's. So give me a nice big smile for a second or two. Ready? Very good. If you are chatting with us today, that is wonderful. Maybe you can tell us what vacations you have planned in the next, for the summer. And if you have never chatted with us before, I strongly encourage you to at least type in your first name and where you're from. Even if you're not going to chat, the rest of the time, where you see that box and it says type in your nickname, you don't need to create a login or password or anything like this. This is just for fun and motivation. Type the box, put in your first name and where you're from, and that way you'll get to see the chat and the cute images that Elizabeth and Sandy post. It's a lot of fun, even if you're not going to chat throughout the session. Let's all take a sip of water and we'll get ready to do our exercises. I am sipping on warm water. You don't have to do that. Warm water just feels better to me, especially since I don't have Parkinson's. When I'm doing these exercises, it just feels a little bit better for me. But any water will be fine. When we start our exercises, we need to warm up our voice. I want you to think of your voice like an instrument. Think of someone who plays the violin in the symphony. They practice in the morning, and then before they perform in the evening, they warm up their voice. Well, we always start our speak out exercises with a warm up. I want you to lift your voice and make it fly forward over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. The name of the program is Speak Out, which means get your voice in front of you. Lift it up and forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Really exaggerate. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. One more time, and let's stretch out the vowels this time. We'll use a lot of intent. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. All right, let's take a sip of water. The next exercise is our ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and speak out. Ready? Ah. Make sure the sound doesn't trail off. Keep it the same the whole way through. It's okay if you're not holding it as long as me. Just for whatever amount you're holding it, it needs to be strong and consistent. Let's do it again. Good. It takes a lot of coordination to get the sound clear and for the volume to stay consistent. It's not easy, I know. Let's do it again. And let's do one more. We'll do a shorter one. Ready? Good job. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. Intent means to be deliberate and purposeful. I noticed someone last week asked if I would explain intent. So please, if you haven't watched the Learn About Parkinson's webinar, it's on the home page of our website, and Elizabeth will post the link. You need to watch the Learn About Parkinson's webinar, otherwise you will be missing a very important part of the program. But basically, when you use intent, when you're deliberate, purposeful, you really focus, you are activating a part of the brain that is not as dependent on dopamine. And that's why intent is the most important word for people with Parkinson's. All right, let's go ahead and do the glide. I want you to project out a steady ah, and then slowly glide up. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Good job. Let's do it again. Ready? Stop. Close your mouth. We definitely want to stop in between the two glides. All right, let's do it again. Good. Now, if this is hard for you, you can go a little bit faster. So let's go a little faster this time. When you go faster, it doesn't require as much breath support for speech. Let's do one more, okay? So if it's too challenging, you make it a little bit faster. But if it's too easy, you make it slower. So let's do one for all of you that are saying, oh, that's too easy. All right, we're going to go very slow. Ready? So when you are working with a speak out provider, your provider should either be simplifying the exercise or making it a little bit challenging. You always want to work at a level where it's a little bit challenging but not frustrating. So you should never be working on something where you can't do it right. You're having to repeat and repeat. That's not good. So the key is a little bit challenging but not frustrating. Go ahead and take a sip of water, and I want to show you a photo and a video of my husband, the beekeeper. Many of you probably have heard in the news where bees have been showing up at sports events. At the Dodgers game, they had to delay the game starting and bring in the beekeeper. And in a tennis match, well, my husband was called last week for a baseball field in Fort Worth where they had bees. They actually had to move the game to a different field because of the bees, and then my husband went in and took care of the bees the next morning, and I just have to show this to you. We're going to go to his Facebook page. All right, here we go. So this will give you an idea of how high he was. He is up there in the crane. He said with the wind, he had to strap himself to something so that he wouldn't fly away. And here he is. So what he did was the bees were coming out of the pole. So he drilled a hole below it where he thought the bees were. He put some of that smoke that bees don't like in there so that it would force the bees out, and then he would vacuum them. So here we go. Isn't that cool? I never thought I'd be saying my husband, the beekeeper. And for any of you that are new, my husband was a software engineer. And then when our kids, the day that I have two children, my son and my daughter, the day my daughter graduated from college, he quit his job and decided to become a beekeeper, something that he always wanted to do. All right. Hopefully you got your water. We're going to move on to the next exercise, our counting. I want you to lift every number and project it. Make it fly over your computer. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If your speech is rushed or you start to stutter, what you need to do is really focus on exaggerating the vowels, stretching out the vowels. So let's do the counting one more time, and we're all going to use a lot of intent and stretch out the vowels. Start with number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in control. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the trick. If you stutter or your speech is too fast, you really think about stretching the vowels when you talk. Take a sip of water. If your speech is raspy, then you focus on speaking out even more. Okay, we're going to do the reading, and then I have a couple questions that came in about deep brain stimulation in the voice. So let's get some counting done first. All right, we are reading sentences about vacation. When you see the highlighted words, stretch it out. Ready? Many people travel during the summer. Now read it again with more intent. Many people travel during the summer. Next. There are so many popular places to visit. Really think about every word with intent. Read it again. There are so many popular places to visit. Next. There is Barcelona and Athens. Again. There is Barcelona and Athens. Really exaggerate the second time. Ready? Have you been to Yellowstone National Park? More intent. Have you been to Yellowstone National Park? And let me ask you, have you? Have you been to Yellowstone? Answer with intent. What? All right, let's read this one together. What is your favorite travel destination? Read it with more intent. What is your favorite travel destination? Go ahead and answer that question. What is your favorite travel destination? Somewhere you've been or somewhere that you would like to go? Go ahead, answer with intent. Now tell me, use your very best voice, why is that your favorite travel destination, or why do you want to go there, or what did you like about it when you went? Really think about it, answer with intent, throw your voice over your computer. Good. Go ahead and get some water, and I'm going to answer these questions that came in. One of them says, I am 59 years old and have been living with Parkinson's for 10 years. I went through deep brain stimulation surgery last year, and since then I noticed that my voice has been affected. Yes, DBS can affect the voice, and it can affect it in different ways. Everybody is different. For some people, they have more trouble coordinating their breath support for speech. Some people notice some slurring in their speech that they didn't notice. So number one, you want to talk to your neurosurgeon or whoever is programming your DBS and see if they can make any adjustment to where you will still have the relief from your physical symptoms, but it could improve your voice a little bit more, okay? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes if they turn it down, it's going to affect your body. So see if they can make any adjustments to improve your speech without negatively impacting your body. And then you definitely want to go through speak out therapy and be doing your exercises every day. The other question that came in that says, Can DBS affect your voice, and can relocating the leads help? Relocating the leads would be a pretty serious thing to go back and do surgery. Again, the same thing. I haven't ever heard of them taking the leads out and putting them back in. But let me tell you what it is. I never give up on the speech, okay? How do I say this? You want to go through speak out therapy. And if you need to, if you're not happy with your speech, you need to be doing the exercises with intent. Do them twice a day. When you're doing that consistently and you're still having trouble, then you want to reach back out to your speech pathologist. But oftentimes when I'm talking with people who are having trouble, they maybe haven't done speech therapy in a long time, or they're not doing the exercises twice a day, every day. They're not as consistent. And with DBS, sometimes you can't even go a day without doing the exercises. So increase the consistency, increase the amount of oomph and the amount of intent that you're using. And once you've done that, if you're still having trouble, then talk to your speech pathologist. And then, of course, talk to your doctor to see if the DBS can be adjusted at all to help your speech without negatively affecting your physical symptoms. We are already out of time. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? We're going to do Dr. Boone's words, and then you can download the reading material and take what you learn. Practice, practice, practice. Work on the bonus reading. Let's do these twice. Ready? Gu la gang ga ga. Again. Gu la gang ga ga. Exaggerate. Do the next one. Ku ka man gu ka. Again. Ku ka man gu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next one. Kukla. Kukla. All right, please let me know if the information that I provide to you when I answer these questions, if you are finding it helpful. I want to do what is helpful to you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be back tomorrow.